Good morning, guys. Good morning, good morning, good morning. So, real quick, the spirit of fear. So, fear kept me bound for so long, y'all, okay? That's why I'm showing up. I'm making these videos. I'm trying to make them every day, but I'm going to just be honest with y'all. It was a few things holding me back. And one of the biggest things was, how are people going to perceive me? How are people going to see you? How are people going to, receive you in the messages that you're giving? But I'm here to say that God has really been working on me. You know, He has specifically this morning talked to me about the spirit of fear. He said, you keep letting this spirit grip you, but who has more power and authority than me? How would you allow the devil to tell you, or the enemy to tell you, you can't do something that I have already qualified you for, that I have already told you to go forth and do? How dare you? And I was like, okay. And so I was in First Timothy's, was it 2? I think I read 2 through 10, y'all. And I like to read the Amplified version, but it set me on fire, okay? So I had to come and make this video for y'all. But when I tell y'all, he was like, I have not given you the spirit of fear. And that rang out to me, okay? It spoke volumes to me. And I was just like set on fire, like, let me go make this video right now. Because the translation in the Amplified version, y'all, he was like, I have not given you timidity. I have given you power, love, and a sound mind. I have given you faith, peace. I have qualified you, set you apart, okay? Because when he set you apart, who else matters? What else matters? Nothing else matters. So I'm just here to encourage y'all today. Do not allow the spirit of fear to grip y'all. First Timothy 2, like I said, I think I read First Timothy, and I think I read 1 through 10. But I read it in the Amplified version because I found that the version for me works better because it explains it. I do always go back and compare it to KJV, but baby, that Amplified told me a new one today, okay, y'all? So I'm here to encourage y'all to not allow fear to grip y'all. Especially when God has already told you to move and to do something, it is far more better to be obedient and do it than to allow fear or to allow the enemy to try to speak to your mind and discourage you. And that goes for every part of your life. Like, again, anxiety extends from the spirit of fear. I was so scared to allow my daughter to do so many things, y'all. This summer, we have tried so many new foods. We have a new allergy plan. We have a new asthma plan. We are being healed, y'all. We're being healed mentally, physically, spiritually. And I don't really care like about the chains and the bounds and the things that used to hold us down, because they don't matter anymore. God has already told me that my daughter is healed. God has already told me that I'm healed, that this anxiety is no longer my portion, that this anxiety, it never was, but that anxiety and fear and discouragement and disappointment is no longer for me and for my family. This is the year that we walk out of it. This is the year that we are no longer bound by the things that the enemy tried to speak into our lives and into our minds. We're no longer bound by it. And so are you. You're no longer bound by it. If you choose to get in the word, you choose to believe God's word over everything else, over every bad thought that's speaking to your mind. If you take every thought captive, y'all take every thought captive. What is the character behind this thought? Is it God's character or is it the enemy? Is it me? Because the only way you can realize or recognize God's voice is if you in his word, if you know his character, if you know what he sounds like when he's speaking to you. So I'm here to encourage y'all, get in his word. Listen for his voice, y'all. Listen to his voice, because the enemy will try to trick you. The enemy will try to speak things into you, into your life, but he can only work through you if you allow him to. If you speak those things out of your mouth. So right now, I encourage you to speak what you want to see. Speak life into your situation. Let the enemy know that God has not given you the spirit of fear. He has given you the spirit of power, of love, and of a sound mind. Y'all go look it up in a concordance and look up peace. What is peace? Look up authority. Look it up, y'all. Take back your authority. Take back your love. Take back your sound mind. Don't let the devil speak to you. Don't let the devil take you out of your place, y'all. Okay? So I speak life into y'all today. I pray that something that someone says that God has placed on their heart moves you. It's something you need to hear, to read his word, to believe in his word. Y'all, faith. Faith is the substance of things heard but not seen, right? Look it up. Y'all know what I mean. But look it up. So we speak it first, then we hear it, then we see it. Okay? Speak, hear, see. Okay? God's word is not bound by your senses. His word is not bound by what you see in your natural life. Okay? His word is his word. Okay? It never comes back void. It goes out and it accomplishes everything that it set out to accomplish. So even if you don't see it right now, keep speaking it until you see it, okay? Because that's what I'm doing, y'all. When I went over my videos and my pictures and stuff from 2-3 years ago, I can feel the anxiety in my heart racing, y'all. Because like I can just feel it. I can see it on my face. I can feel it from my presence. But as y'all see today, I am free. I am free. I am leaning on God's word for my healing, for my daughter's healing, for my husband's healing, for all the things that he promised us. Go look up God's promises in the Bible, y'all. I am not just speaking to y'all from something I heard. I am speaking to y'all for something I have experienced. So I encourage y'all today to get in God's good book, to listen to his word, to hear his voice, to tune your ears, take the scales off your eyes and your ears, and really listen for his word. Really listen for his voice, y'all, okay? Love y'all. See y'all later.